Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. How are you
Good
doing
evening.
today?
I'm doing good. And how
Um,
about you?
I am doing well as well. How was your day?
Okay. It was pretty normal.
Okay. Do you listen to
And
Pink Floyd?
Pink Floyd
Yeah, do you listen to
uh,
Pink Floyd?
unknown.
No.
I mean,
So why are you wearing the t-shirt for Pink Floyd?
I mean, I when I purchased it, I didn't even knew about her.
I didn't even know.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. I didn't
It's
even know.
it's
Sorry. Yes.
actually quite a popular band. I'm just trying to
Okay.
search up any song that I've heard. I do not listen to any band like these, but it was quite a popular band. I know this thing for sure.
Uh, yes.
You should listen to at least one song, otherwise people will ask you, "Oh, you're a Pink Floyd fan," and then it would all be gone. All right then.
Okay.
Yeah. Before
So
we begin with the sorry.
before we begin, I had told you that in next session we will
Yes.
talk about this book.
Yes. Did you
Yeah,
finish it?
of course.
Yeah, tell me about your
And
honest opinion.
I mean, I this is the first book I have read, the fiction
Mhm.
one.
Mhm.
And though I have gone through some or the other uh, review of the fictional book on YouTube, like
Okay.
some of the
Mhm.
other YouTubers, they do some videos review.
Mhm.
So according to that, I would say that this is there. I mean, the level of this book is almost there, and
Thank you so much.
I went bananas after reading it, and
Ah,
especially after knowing the fact that you wrote it at your teenage
oh yeah,
and
that was
completed it
my
early.
teenage.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it
So
was very
that
easy,
was
really.
interesting.
Yeah, did you feel that you learned some new words or some new slangs through the book? Anything like that?
Of course. Like I've told you that I have started reading. So in last 2 months, I have read 6 books, and other 5 books gave me around 200 word meanings, and this alone book gave me around 160 word meanings.
Oh wow, I'm feeling so happy and proud of
Uh,
myself. Oh, any
of
word that you
course,
remember?
you should be. Uh, like so many years there, and I have been unable to remember them.
It's okay.
But I would like to go through this book and some of the other ideas that you shared in the book. I would
Mhm.
like to read it to you just to make
Oh,
sure.
okay.
I mean, if you can suggest about my reading pattern, like how to work on my tonal, I mean, voice modulation or
Oh,
something like that.
okay. Mhm. Sure.
So, this one thing that says here, we relate, I mean, can relate it. So, I'm sharing this. Our brains don't understand the concept of ghosts and souls. It's the reason that even the dead people are alive in your dreams, because that
Mhm.
makes far more sense.
Yeah.
And like we have talked on such things, like whether
Mhm.
we believe it on ghosts or not. So yes, this is
Mhm.
the thing that has been shared, and we agree on this.
Mhm.
And then I would like to read this another thing. I wish I could reverse history just like that. Also, I will get to decide whether rich people should stop donating half of their income to the needy. This
Mhm.
should make it 85% now. Poor people can move to their new penthouse apartment. Wow, that would be amazing. I respond happily as if all of it was about to happen in reality.
I wrote this before Clapingo sessions, so then
Yeah, yeah.
those topics were not there, but somehow it
The,
happened.
like the thing that has been shared here, that I wish rich people should have contributed, should have stopped contributed 50% and should contribute 85%. I have
Mhm.
thought that way as well. So that's
Yeah,
what I was trying to tell. And
That's
the
good.
other thing I would like to read out, the last one
Mhm.
maybe. So, I mean, you are the writer. I don't need to explain the earlier things.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
will
sure.
pick from the middle. No, Ru, don't miss out on making new friends. At least we will have some more people to hang out with us for once. I already blew all my chances at that party, and Sri isn't putting any efforts either.
Mm.
Now you are our only hope to climb up the social ladder in this college, Rish said. Are you kidding me? And where is this even coming from? Social ladder and new friends. If you want some alone time with Sri, all you have to do is ask.
Yes.
I tease him. What?
Mm.
No. Shreya and Rish say in unison.
Mm.
Wow, lovebirds are coordinating way too well. I know exactly how to get on their nerves and what makes them go bananas. At least this way the focus wouldn't be on me and my miseries.
Mm.
You have lost your mind. I'm going to get a sandwich for me and distance myself from this craziness. Shreya gets up and Rish watches her leave. You don't have to lie to me. You can always tell me the truth, Rish. I said after she left the listening zone.
Mm.
So this this is what I wanted to share. And I mean, I would like to ask, while reading this part, how was that voice modulation thing? Was I
Yeah,
doing it right or
yeah. I feel major pauses which were missing was at the end of the sentence. I think that is during the sentence you're able to stress on certain parts, you're able to do that. But the end, it could be probably because you have to read while speaking, it is easier to end and move forward. While
yeah,
reading, we have to maintain that difference. So for that, it has to be that you read the entire content, but you speak slowly. For example, if right now I've opened up this document, have you watched the movie called Bugs Life? So I have to take a pause there. But after that, a sentence is written, how was it? So I have to read it before I say it. So I will look over here and I'll look in front and then I'll say that again for your reference. Have you watched the movie called A Bug's Life? How was it? So I read that sentence and then I said it while looking at the front. So it made
yeah,
me enough, it gave me enough time to give pause and it gave the flow. So I feel
okay,
that is needed, that every time whenever you're speaking, you should be able to, your memory should hold certain words and you don't have to look at the word all the time. That really affects the fluency. So
yeah,
that
yeah,
is one thing that we can try. That's why news reporters do that too, right? Sometimes even when they have it on the paper, they still try to look up and say certain things.
yeah,
So here eyes have to move faster than our mouth. That is the only trick here.
right, right.
Okay. So I think your first fiction experience was not so bad. You really enjoyed it. I hope so.
Yes, of course. And while reading it, it also made me think like, okay, say rate it at teenage, what I was doing at that point of time, what
Oh
I
my
was doing
God.
in my teenage. So I thought that way. I mean, that came across my mind. I, of course,
There is a difference
and
though. In my teenage, I got the lockdown. I got the first month
okay.
of lockdown. That is the only thing.
So you,
I'm telling you the exact truth that I started on 1st of April. I deactivated all my social media accounts on 31st of March. And then I started writing on 1st of April. And then I wrote the last word on 30th April. That is it. That 1 month, I was so free. And that's all time it
so
took to
you
complete.
wrote it in 1 month.
Exactly one
Okay.
month, not one day more,
So
not one day less. Because I decided
unbelievable,
I had
unbelievable.
completed like 80-90% in the 3.5 weeks. Then I decided I have to finish it. And then I finished it on 30th April. So I got the benefit of lockdown, which I don't think you got. Did you?
Okay.
No,
I
right?
mean,
So do not feel
like
that.
it varies from person to person. Like there are so many things that is done. For example, while thinking all this, I some other thoughts came in my mind. I would like to share that as well.
Yes.
Like
Mhm.
Shreya Ghoshal, you know, of course,
Yeah.
everybody knows.
Mhm.
She got her first national award for her first song in her first movie that was released in 2002, Devdas. For Barry Priya, she had got it. And at that time, she was just 16.
Oh my God. Mhm. That's true. Some people achieve great heights when they are
Yeah,
young. That's true. But do not worry, do not compare
of
yourself
course.
in any manner.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, that we cannot compare and
Mhm.
we should not compare. Whatever you are doing,
Exactly.
you should always feel like you have to give your best and you have to beat your previous version or your yesterday version, whatever it is.
Mhm. Exactly. Be better than what you were yesterday, and that is all. That is all we need to do.
Right.
Absolutely. Now, I would suggest that now that you've read my book, do try to read Fault in Our Stars. It's a little sad book, but the best one in the market. The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. That is a
Okay.
book that really made me fall in love with reading. That how can a person write so many emotions and so deeply in a book? So do try
Yeah.
that out. All right then.
And
Shall-
one more thing I would like to share, that
sure.
sometimes I feel like I can read like every book, because like I uh, had already shared you, the when I started reading, my first book was Man's Search for Meaning,
Mm-hmm.
on, and I finished it in just one day. Then
Mm-hmm.
I picked another book and I finished that in 2.5 days. Then
Mm-hmm.
again, this book I also finished in just one day. I mean, early morning I started and I finished it late night
You're quite a
by
fast reader. No doubt. You're quite a fast reader then. Mm-hmm.
maybe like my mind works that way. Whenever I start something,
Mm-hmm.
especially the reading or even watching something, then I cannot hold on. I cannot hold for what the conclusion.
Yeah.
I would like to reach that as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. Understandable, totally. So whatever you start, you try to just finish it ASAP, and that's a very good thing. That means
Yeah.
that you never leave any task incomplete. You never start and leave anything. You always complete it.
Yes, sir.
Can we say that? All right.
Of course.
Shall we talk a little bit about the session's topic as well?
I forgot what the topic was.
No worries. It is about bugs and insects, the life of bugs and insects. Now
Okay.
we are busy in our lives. We're talking about reading, we're talking about bands like Pink Floyd. Do you ever pay attention to bugs, insects, small ants?
Yeah. Uh, I have never paid attention to them. Like it feels like the. I mean, what to say? I was trying to say think something. I forgot it.
It's all right, it happens. Okay, so you never thought about these bugs and insects. We never care about them.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Now let's care about them today. So, how do you think their life is? What kind of life are they living? Those lines of ants and all the bugs that we come across, mosquitoes particularly.
Like few of them are living their life freely, but few of them, like the mosquito, they don't have their life at all. I mean, just one uh, hit and they are gone.
Mhm.
And if they are sitting on your body parts, you are not going to live. And sometimes you do it intentionally, sometimes you do it unintentionally as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, that is their life.
Mhm. All right then. So, whenever you come across any insect or mosquito, do you let them go? Do you let them fly away, or do you instantly kill them? What is your instinct?
Uh, My instinct is about to leave them. It's like not I instantly kill, except the mosquito. Like sometimes it is the habit of my childhood. Maybe I used to catch it. Like if the mosquito is going by, I would like to just catch it this way, and I would like to say it if I got successful in doing this or not. Or so that habit is even today. It is still with me. Sometimes, if there are so many mosquitoes, then I would keep doing this, even if they are not harming me. Look, we are talking about the mosquitoes.
Yeah, because you
Uh,
just said that you used to harass the mosquitoes. Now they are just taking their revenge.
okay.
All right, then. Let's quickly cover one last topic that I wanted to give, aside from these bugs and insects. If you had to draw a comparison between who you are right now and what you were 5 years ago, so what would it be? How much have you evolved and changed in these 5 years?
Uh, I don't think that there is any drastic change except that positiveness in me. And that has come lately after joining this Clapingo and trying to talk with the strangers, trying to read some or the other books.
Mhm.
So, yes, and even before joining it, like the last 1 year, how I have started treating myself. So that is a big change. But earlier, uh, I was pretty much negative,
Oh,
or I would also say that,
pessimistic.
yes,
You were pessimistic?
yeah, pessimistic, of course.
Oh my God. So, talking to different people that really brought out positivity in you.
Yes,
All right. So, that is the only change that you've seen in yourself. Nothing else, knowledge
yeah.
wise or personality wise, behavior wise.
Behavior, I don't think that much change because even earlier I was an introvert and I mean I hardly show my anger or my any expression to anyone. I just keep
Mhm.
quiet. Even if I am irritated with someone, I'll keep it to myself. I start listening to music and let this irritation go and start, I mean, feeling better after listening to some or the other my favorite songs.
Okay. So, some part of you is still the same, whereas
Yeah,
the positivity part or optimism that has definitely shaped you. Okay.
yes.
Wrapping up the session here, it went smoothly. No grammar error was made. Just in the beginning, it was made. We didn't know. We
Yeah, yeah,
didn't will
yes,
never use new,
yes,
right?
yes.
I know that was a slip. You know that rule. So we just have mosquito. Never talk ill about them. They will bite you. Okay, so that is it for this session. For reading, I feel do practice that trick that you read the sentence way ahead of the time and then you look here and there to say it. That really would speed it up. You can already read quite fast,